Greetings. Welcome to the Incubator. I am James E., and this is good old little Franklin. Last week you were introduced to my rough draft of a demo, which was interesting. Tell me, did you find it was easy to relate to? Did you find you were able to identify with it? Did it answer any questions? And did it also give you the speed? Was it smooth? Was it jerky? Did it stop and go? Or was it slow, fast, slow? And my last thought question is, how many forms of content did you find or did you notice? 5, 8, or 11? Believe it or not, I wanted to keep it simple, like the old process KISS. I used one element for simplicity, and that was Q and A as the first draft. This week on the Incubator, we are going to be addressing book reviews, opinions and rants, metaphors, personal stories, and predictions. Let's begin. Book reviews does not include joining a book club, writing responses, seeing what you like, what you don't like. Neither is it based on just you, your brand, your product, or service. But a book review allows you to stay ahead of the curve in your field, in your industry, and in your community. Note, I did not say ahead of your product, your competitors, etc., because you want to relate to your target audience. And the best way is being neutral, natural, in a very simple field, industry, community, and then linking that area into your product. You do that by being real and sharing those thoughts, concerns, fears, objections with your audience. By doing this, you're engaging with your audience and you're giving them feedback through your blogs, social medias, emails, QAs, etc. It's an incredible win-win situation. Coffee is so good. Opinions and rants. They have the power to create, build, destroy. They must be professional. They must never be personal. They must be actual, factual thoughts, opinions based on hardcore evidence, proof, stats, experiences. Controversy is one of the best ways to publish content. But that should never be your goal. Rants do have the potential to be super interesting if, and the key word is if, it is professionally done and it's not a personal attack on a brand, a person, a product, a community, or a service. Social media is a powerful tool. It can create, it can build, it can strengthen, united in diversity, but it can also destroy like that. And you have to understand, what you say in social media will be there forever. And personal attacks have no place in the social media professional network when building, developing, creating your brand, product, service. Always remember, never strike low. Aim high and never use personal feelings, thoughts, and ambitions, but take them and add the element of professionalism. If something happened to you on a personal note, how do you turn it into a rant or how do you turn it into something constructive? Easy. Add a professional line to it. Use stats, use experiences, but just do not do personal attacks that are callous. Metaphors are a figure of speech for rhetoric effect, which directly refers to one thing by mentioning another. It can provide clarity or identify hidden similarities between two different ideas. I love the saying, all dried up, especially during COVID-19. Means at one time prior to COVID-19, many businesses had money. Then COVID happened, reality happened, and everybody's accounts got frozen. Because the reality is, you can have all this money banked up, but stores are closed. You still have to pay for your rent, mortgage, hydro, expenses, and you can only do that for so long. And then you have to make that decision that a business that was once running for year after year in a strong, positive, black margin is now becoming red. And then you have to make that decision when it's red. So again, it's always fun using a metaphor to describe or talk about your story. My challenge to you is research metaphors, create your own metaphor that is unique and has a different angle to what you want to discuss to create that element of suspense. Personal stories are powerful, strong, and real. When you please everyone, you please no one, including yourself, resulting in a very low negative revenue bottom. Always be real, genuine, and direct. Know the target area you want to go and set that torpedo straight forward. Share your life, your experiences, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Make that journey a journey you share and can relate with your target audience so they know who you are, who your product is, and that they can sympathize with you on that journey, because that will allow you to grow and build a stronger brand, product, service awareness. Predictions are amazing. I love when you can look into the crystal ball and say, you will be successful in your field. Or I also love when you take a me day. You sit down in the basement with all your lights on to watch a scary movie. Movie was A Haunting in Salem. Don't watch it. It's a little creepy. So anyways, long story short, the movie itself was about the 19 witches that were brutally hanged, tortured, etc. in Salem by the sheriff. So years after the courthouse, the witches were buried on the courthouse grounds. The courthouse came down and the sheriff built this great big monstrosity of a house. During the time, 18 of the 19 witches got dug up, got replaced or put with their families. So they'll kind of solve certain weird predictions, things that were going on in the town, but they left one witch. That one witch decided to seek vengeance on all of the coming sheriffs and their family. So, up to date, there is a family that moved in, husband, wife, 2 kids, and it was great. The setting was fantastic. The wife went into the washroom, the music, The scenery, the lighting was awesome. As she walked into the washroom, the lights started to flicker. The music started to raise, and you knew something was going to happen. And just then, the power went off in the whole complex, which I mean the house and the townhouse complex where I live. What did I do? I predicted something was going to happen, so I ran like a chicken and upstairs and hid in my bed. Eventually, lights came on. I never watched the movies because I wasn't prepared. But I predicted something bad was going to happen, so I ran the hell out of there. So, getting back to predictions, I guarantee you they can be intriguing. I guarantee you that if you try, you will have the adventure of a lifetime and you will have experiences that will build, develop, and strengthen any former weaknesses. Through experiences of your own, your audiences, the industry, and the community, you will learn to dot and connect your strengths and weaknesses, and it will give you an actual factual strategy to pinpoint your highs, your lows, predicting when to make changes, when to sell, when to develop, when to stay still. The angle can be positive if you're patient, and you don't always have to run. Until next time, be unique, be real, be you. I am James E., and this is The Incubator.